Hey y'all, so before I get this video started, let me give a quick shout out. These were the first 3 comments in my last video. If you want to be featured in my next video, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell and come show me some love when I drop a new video. Hi you guys, so it is July 30th and it's Tuesday. I literally just got back in town from my Bahamas trip. Vlog coming soon. Actually, by the time you guys see this, the vlog is probably already out, but I got back yesterday at like 11:30 in the morning. You guys know I try to stop trading between 1 and 2 o'clock. Well, I was gonna get on the charts, and then my cousin asked me to watch her newborn while she went to the dentist, so I did that instead of getting on the charts. So this morning I did have 2 trades that trigger, well, no, 2 trades that set up. One of them didn't trigger at all. Like as soon as it set up, it went straight to the take profit. The other one I actually took. So I'm going to show you guys what happened. All right. So this was the first trade that didn't trigger. The vertical line is where when I entered the order for the sell entry, and as you guys can see, it dropped straight down to my take profit very shortly after actually putting the pending order in. So that one didn't trigger. This one, however, did. So here was my entry up here, and then there was the take profit. And if I'm not mistaken, I actually got the trigger to enter like around here, maybe. No, I think it was here, because I remember saying like, dang, it's almost at the take profit. Then it came up and it just like refused to hit my entry, and I was just like, man. And I was really close to deleting the order, and then it triggered. So I'll show you guys what it looks like on a 10-minute chart, and then I'll show y'all how much I made for the day. So this is the 10-minute chart. It was a wick entry, which is what I love. And yeah, you guys can see I got out at a pretty good spot because it took off in the opposite direction after that. And let's go to the home screen. So this is what my profit was for the day, $45, 5.31%. So my account is at $892.59. So I will see you guys tomorrow. I will be driving back to my assignment in the morning, and I will be on the charts bright and early at 8:30. Peace out. See y'all tomorrow. Hey y'all, so it's Wednesday, July 31st, and it's about 10:45 in the morning. Sorry I'm getting to you guys late. I got it back in town. I drove this morning. I have to work the next 3 nights. Went grocery shopping. I've cooked. I've unpacked. I'm washing clothes right now. I'm doing everything. So I haven't had anything set up yet anyway, except now. So I'll show you guys what we're looking at right now. I have a pending for the sale, and it's about a little over a point, like a 5 ticks away from triggering my sale. You guys can see after I put the order in, it did start to come down a little bit, but it came about a point from hitting my take profit. So we're still good here. So at this point, I'm just waiting to see what it's going to do. And it has about a little, probably like 45 minutes or so to trigger either way before I just delete the order. So it's a few minutes later, it's 10:54. And as you guys can see, my order has been triggered. My stop loss and take profit are in. Stop loss of 2 points, a take profit of 4.5. We'll see if the market can hold the structure and push everything down from here. All right, y'all, so here's the update. Glad I took this in the shower with me. Otherwise, I'd have missed this. So I ended up closing that pretty much at break even. I'm going to drop down to the 1-minute chart. The reason why I closed it is because I got a signal for another sale, but the price is all the way up there near my stop loss for that first order. So when I was back testing, whenever this would happen, like, oh, I got another trigger for an entry at a different price, I would close the first trade and just, enter for the second trade. But I'm wondering if I even have to do that, because it's almost like double confirmation that it's selling, if that makes sense. So depending on how this trade goes, I might just stop closing the order and just stay in it, or maybe like close one only have one contract still open and put the other contracts at the different price or something. I'm not really sure. So I'm just going to kind of watch this, but you guys can see it's dropping. I would be about a point or so in profit from that very first trade. So I will show you guys what it looks like as time goes on and see, like, is it going to hit my take profit? Is it going to come up here and hit this next order? It's kind of like up in the air right now. But if I go to the 10-minute chart, you guys can see that where that entry is up there, which is pretty much where my stop loss was, that's like the very top of the sell structure. So that might be a better sell. I'm just not sure if it's going to get up there or not. So, yeah. All right, so the update on that second order, I'm about to delete the order because it's hit my take profit, as you guys can see. I'm going to keep this red line down here. Actually, I'm going to turn it white because I want to see if it's going to end up hitting this take profit, which was my take profit of my original trade. I would have never gotten stopped out of that first trade because my stop loss was like way up here. So yeah, I'll let y'all know if it ends up hitting this take profit down there. And if it does, then I know, hey, basically only get out of the trade if you get an opposite signal. So I was in for a sell. I would only get out if I got a trigger or signal for a buy. But we'll see. So it's 12:13 and I'm coming to you guys with an update. So where the red line is essentially if I would have stayed in that first trade that I broke even, when it came down to hit the open of my trigger bar, which if I move this line up, it was here. I would have ended up putting the stop loss like 2 ticks in front of my entry, which was there, which it just hit. So I essentially would have came out with a tick more than what I ended up closing this trade out at. I'm still going to check like when this happens, because what I'm thinking is when I get that order for a different price, maybe I stay in my current order and then I take profit at wherever the take profit is of the new trade. So when I got the trigger for that new trade, this green line here, because I just moved it, would have been the take profit. And you guys see it went from my entry straight down there. So I essentially could have gotten about 2.75 points out of it, which would have been times 5 times 2, which would have been $27.50. So I'm just gonna kind of play around with it the next couple of times that it happens and see what I need to do from here on out. I'm not sure if I'll get another signal soon. I'll be trying to head to bed in about 45 minutes or so since I have to work tonight. But yeah, that's where I'm at. That's what I'm thinking. Hey y'all, so it's Thursday, August 1st. And it's 9 o'clock in the morning, and I actually just got into a trade and lost it like within a couple of minutes, like 2 minutes literally. So I'll go ahead and show you guys what it's looking like. I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna be a little mad if this just stopped me out just to go where it's supposed to go, but it is what it is. All right, so I'll show you guys the 10-minute chart. And please focus. All right, so you guys can see that I was stopped out and now it's literally heading down from where it stopped me out at. It's kind of hard to tell whether it was a good trade structure wise, because I don't know if you guys can see that, but that's like a 50, almost 60 point drop, I believe, from here to there in just 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 minutes. That was yesterday. So if I go back and try to scroll in the history to kind of see what's happened at this level before. Well, yeah, I mean, that actually was kind of a valid level to sell off at. It's had some support there in the past and some resistance as well. So it just ended up, everything ain't always 100%, but you guys can see it literally just hit my yellow line, which is where I would typically put my break even. So that part kind of sucks because right now I would basically be like 2 points in profit. If I drop down to a 1 minute chart real quick, you guys can see I got into the trade there. It stopped me out 3 minutes later. And yeah, so not sure if we'll get any more trades in today, but if I do, I will come back. All right, y'all, so it is almost 9:20 and I did get another signal to get in, which I am now in. Let me set my... I'm just gonna set my stop loss and take profit. All right, so you guys can see this is where my order is. If I lose this one, I'm done for the day. I'm hoping that it can hold the negative structure. You guys can see it kind of wicked out. I think that the market is just acting kind of wonky because of that, you know, that huge drop. It's almost like it's trying to correct itself. Like typically when I'm trading, there's such a low trading range that I don't have to, if this one loses, I'm done for the day. I'm not even tripping, but because it's still pushing. It's almost like it's trying to correct that big drop. So I'll keep y'all updated. So as y'all can see, I was stopped out again. So I am done for the day. I'm down like $42.50 for the day, which means that I'm now at break even for the week because I think I won like $45 one day. Yesterday was like 6 cents or something. So I'm basically back at break even for the week. Honestly, I just think maybe today wasn't that great of a day to trade because of that huge drop yesterday. And it could actually be a gap. No, it's not a gap because it happened during the trading session. Yeah, I don't know. Some things you just can't really explain. And as I've said before, trading is never 100%. So I'm at break even for the week. It is what it is. So I will see you guys tomorrow, right? Tomorrow's Friday. Yeah, I'll see y'all tomorrow, bright and early. At least I get to go to bed early for work. Hey you guys, so it's Friday the 2nd and it's about 12:30 in the afternoon. I did take a trade earlier and I had already told myself that if I lost it, I wouldn't trade for the rest of the day. And I will show you guys why, which I did lose the trade. So I'm down $20. So I think overall for the week, I'm down like maybe $17 or something. You guys will see the stats at the end of the video, but if this thing will load, I'll show you guys. Yeah, see, yeah. All right, let me flip this around. So this is the 10-minute chart. Now, remember how I told you guys about that huge drop 2 days ago? Well, at the end of yesterday's session, and I can't even say the very end, but around 11 o'clock, the price was at 30.13. By the end of the session, or by like about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, it was at 29.44. So it fell 70 points, which is more than what it fell yesterday, right? And it still fell some more, or it was more than it fell the day before. And so it still fell a little bit more before the session this morning. And you guys can see I had tried to get into a buy for the retracement right here. And it ended up losing like within a minute and it kept dropping. There was another signal that I would have gotten in somewhere around here for a buy again and I would have lost again. So I'm not sure if I'll only just take one loss and just get out of the market, because there have been times where I lost the first one, won the second one, and it was just fine. It's just that big drop. I don't really know what the market's doing right now. Hopefully the market stabilizes by next week, because this is pretty ugly. So yeah, that is the end of this week's vlog, and I will post the stats and I will see you guys next week. Bye y'all.